From supplementary list, item number 1.
May it please your lordships.
Yeah.
My lord, this reference, my lord, has been made by the division bench while hearing an appeal, your lordship, income tax appeal. And my lord, two substantial questions were involved here. One, my lord, if the tribals exclusively form a farm, whether they are still entitled for exemption under 1026. And second question was, my lord, the ratio laid
by
out.
By which order have we framed the questions, Mr.
My lord,
Sen?
reference.
Yes.
Reference has been made, my lord, by order dated 15/2/2023.
Justice, thank you, does not want to be involved in the matter because even now he expressed his unwillingness. So we will, the division bench will deal with it.
Division bench will take.
The division bench will deal with it because we've indicated in the order itself that the ratio in Mahdi appears to be per incurium. If it is per incurium, we don't need a larger bench to say it's per incurium. Bench of same strength can say it's per incurium, which we've indicated already. Though this matter was referred to the full bench of this court by an order of February 15, 2023, passed by a division bench, since Brother, thank you, Jay, had earlier recused himself and is not inclined to be a party to the bench, let the matter appear before the regular division bench. Yes. Who is appearing for the department?
Lordship, I am appearing for the department.
Very. It will be listed next week.
Lordship,
Yes.
this may be taken up to 20th of April, Lordship.
You want it on 20th or?
After 20th, Lordship.
Very. As requested by the department, let the matter appear after April 20. Yes.
Lordship.
Over. Oh.
Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From supplementary list, item number 1.
Lordship, I'm praying if this matter can be taken at the bottom of the board, Lordship. Mr. Paul Senior is having some connectivity issue.
This is an appeal.
My Lord.
Who on the other side? Have you served?
My Lord, the private respondents have not been served only.
Huh?
The private respondents have not been served, my Lord.
Everyone has to be served. The appellant should serve all the respondents and file an affidavit of service. The matter will appear 10 days hence,
1 week, my Lord.
a week hence.
My Lord, one more prayer. We may be allowed to serve Dasti, my Lord.
Yes?
We may be allowed to serve the respondents.
When we
Dasti.
said, asked you to serve, you serve.
My Lord.
Dasti is Delhi lingo. It's not used elsewhere in the country. Don't import it here.
My Lord.
We have our own tradition and culture here. Let Delhi be at Delhi.
Item number 2.
May I please, Your Lordship? As per the order of this Honorable Court, affidavit was filed by respondent number 14. Now, if my Lord, can you see the affidavit?
Where is the respondent number 14?
He was there, my Lord. Senior counsel was there in the BC. He was there.
Yes. I think we can see him also, but who's appearing for the respondent number 14?
My Lord, I am appearing, Your Lord.
Yes. Yes.
My Lord, I have filed my, my Lord, on last occasion, Your Lordship has directed me to file the invoice.
Very well, very well. Yes, yes, yes.
I have filed, my Lord, and my Lord, there are 3 boxes, my Lord, of my Lord.
Very good, very good, very good. You filed your affidavit. Let us hear the submission of the petitioner. We'll call upon you. Yes.
My Lord.
11 number of invoice has been submitted along and closed along with the affidavit, my Lord. If my Lord may kindly see the 11 number of invoice which the respondent number 14 has enclosed, it starts with page number 8, my Lord.
Affidavit filed on 17th March.
Yes, my Lord. No, this affidavit is filed on April, my Lord.
By Devoshi Kalita?
No, my Lord. This has been filed by LD and thank you.
Yes, 3rd April.
Yes, my Lord. Lord, may
And
kindly,
8 is some kind of tax invoice.
yes, this tax invoice, my Lord, it is very interesting, my Lord. Now, my Lord, may kindly see the page number 8. Bit2 Gold Trader has sold to Jaima.
Sorry?
Bit2 Gold Trader
Yes,
has sold the gold to Jaima.
yes.
Now, it will be very interesting to see, my Lord, who is Bit2 Gold Trader. Bit2 Gold Trader, my Lord, there is 2 directors. One is Mr. Dharmesh Singh and the mother of Jaima's proprietor. And then, my Lord, the other,
Where does Bit2 get his gold from?
that is what, my Lord, the source has not been disclosed. Now, what they are doing, my Lord, if I can just apprise this Honorable Court, they are putting a circular trade, my Lord. Like they are showing, I am purchasing from my Lord is selling to other person, but from what I am getting, my Lord, that has not been disclosed.
Please leave us out from illegal gold.
I'm sorry, my Lord. I'm sorry. Yes. So A is purchasing from B.
Include Mr. Khan if you want, but didn't exclude us.
So it is like this, my Lord. Mr. A has purchased from Mr. B. Mr. B has purchased from C.
where you say that ABC are more or less the same.
Same, my lord.
They
It is
are
the
different
father
pieces of the same person.
Yes, it is the father, mother, and the son who is running the trial.
Have you indicated that?
That is there already in the affidavit of the Assam government affidavit, my lord.
Assam government's
Yes.
affidavit is there.
Yes.
Is the Assam government represented? Is the state of Assam represented? Mr. Bola, who is appearing for the state of Assam?
Mr. Senior Government Advocate, my lord. He is appearing, my lord.
Very, very well. Where are you? Are you in Guwahati or are you here?
I am Guwahati, my lord.
Very good. Now, what is your take on this, Mr. Khan, appearing for the state?
Lordship,
Before my learned senior,
We'll come back.
Lordship, if I may take to a state affidavit of 17 March
Forget the
2020.
state affidavit.
Lordship, state affidavit, Lordship, is that we had.
Please forget the state affidavit for the moment.
Lordship,
Now, for someone to have coal, there must be a source.
absolutely, Lordship.
And that source is a mine.
Lordship,
All right? Now, at one point of time, that ultimate source has to be identified.
absolutely.
It can't be that a trader is selling to a trader and the third trader is coming and saying that I bought it from a trader.
Absolutely, Lordship.
We want to find out the source.
The source.
And it is, we believe, you may disagree, it is, we believe, your duty to find out the source of this coal, where this emanated from, unless you are complicit with this.
Lordship, if I may just submit on that. It's a very valid question raised by the court, Lordship. But we had conducted an inquiry. So far this issue was concerned. And similarly, the issue in the inquiry was, an inquiry was conducted into the allegation that the company was not transporting coal originating from Assam or from outside the state of Meghalaya, but illegal coal from Meghalaya, and documents have been obtained from Director of Mineral Resources, Checkgate at Dana Dubai. A detailed inquiry was conducted, Your Lordship, and this inquiry report is at page 44 of the affidavit.
What does the inquiry reveal?
The inquiry reveals, Your Lordship, if I may just read the operative part. Let me read this para to Your Lordship. This will clarify it. Page 44. With regard to the allegation that so-and-so, one Mr. Babul S. Marak is transporting fresh coal which has been illegally extracted from Rongding or Dangsa or Rongja or Gerikting and South Gare Hills, fresh auction of seized coal in these areas was conducted by Deputy Commissioner. Allow me to pause for a minute. Fresh auction was because of there is a series of events that is happening in the illegal, the main matter. So a component of it was fresh auctioning has to be done. So a component of coal that was seized, observed, was part of the fresh auction done by Deputy Commissioner South Gare Hills Bagwana in the year 2020 as per the order of Honorable High Court. Now Babul S. Marak emerged as a successful bidder of the Lot 1 containing 13,512.215 metric ton of coal at the above mentioned area. So, copy of the order enclosed. Transportation orders were issued to Babul S. Marak based on the issue of mineral transport challans by Director of Minerals. These are details of the challans given in Lordship. The terms and conditions for transportation of the coals were clearly indicated in the transportation order enclosed. Now, the transportation of auction seized coal, which were at the time of auction in 2020 physically located at the above mentioned place, was delayed due to some issues, and Babul S. Marak had also filed a petition in the Honorable High Court as there was a transportation of coal by Babul S. Marak was by way of mineral transport challans coincided. Lordship, this is very important, Lordship. Coincided with the transportation of coal by MS Jamia Coal Private Limited. That means respondent number 4, Your Lordship.
4 or 14?
14, I apologize, Lordship. 14, by way of e-way bills, which may have led the complainant to believe that the coal being transported was freshly extracted illegal coal. This is a specific finding, Your Lordship. There was two flow of channel happening so far the coal transportation was concerned. The complainant had raised an issue that these were illegally extracted, but the inquiry clearly came to the finding this was not the case of illegally extracted. It was compliance with the High Court order and direction by the DC, everything was valid. But the coincidence of respondent number 14 by way of e-way bills. Lordship, allow me to pause here for a minute. Dana Dubai is a check gate Where Dana Devi check gate where the coal was, respondent number 14 was bringing to state of Meghalaya. The responsibility of state ends, Lordship, only if they can produce a valid document. Now that is very, very, very crucial, Lordship. It is an admitted
So
case.
what is the valid document on the basis of which?
Lordship, they are producing this bunch of papers, that is a different subject matters. So far we were concerned, Lordship, we allowed it to come to Meghalaya by respondent number 14, only on producing of the valid relevant documents.
And that valid document is buying from a trader?
By a trader's state of Assam, GST.
No, by a trader.
By a trader, Lordship. They have the trading license, respondent by a valid trader.
Very well.
Because of the coincidence.
So we get it that either respondent 14 controls you or you control 14. There's no two ways about it. Because today we'll nail the state. And the state is not going to go free.
And interesting, before I point out this,
and now we'll find out who in the state is behind it.
My lord, before I go into this, my lord, I want to point out one thing. We have filed an RTI before the custom and also before the transport department because we have no faith on the DMR, my lord. DMR, what has happened, my lord? They generated this invoice, illegal invoice, my lord. It was signed by the DMR, my lord, without the real transportation. Now, my lord, if there was a transportation, why they are feeling shy, my lord, to produce a document of the transport department that this many number of truck has been way in the transport check gate or way bridge. We have filed an RTI, my lord. 2 appeal has been filed. Till now, my lord, they have not supplied to us, my lord. That create more doubt. If they was clean, my lord.
Tell us what the state of Assam has said. If the state of Assam has said something, then we'll go deeper into the matter.
My lord, may kindly come to the affidavit, page 19.
What is the date of the affidavit?
Date of affidavit, my lord. Date of affidavit is 15th February 2023.
15th February. By the Director General of Police Assam?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, may kindly come to page 6, my lord. These documents were analyzed, my lord, got it?
Yes.
Yes, my lord. These documents are analyzed through so and so that there are 3 farms functioning from the said premises. The name of the farms are Vaishno Devi, Jayama, and Kalyan Fuel Private Limited. So and so is the representative of so and his wife, so is the audit of CA of the farm. Balwan Bhama and Krishna Bhama are the director of Mrs. Vaishno Devi. And here they are saying, my lord, that Vaishno Devi and B2 coal from B2 coal traders, they have purchased the coal, my lord. It is the mother and the father. So is the director of Jayama. Moreover, there was a trust in the name of Balwan Bhama and Krishna Bhama. It appears that a document that the accused person were running transportation of coal in the name of different farms in order to excavate government tax, he and his family members, namely so and so, used to maintain different account in the name of various person in different bank. Thereby, it is ascertained that the person has been indulged in creating fictitious supply through fake tax invoice and e-way bill to avoid government revenue to gain unlawful profit. Now, my lord, may kindly see the FIR that they have lodged. That is on page 19. Page 19. It is the first FIR which was lodged against Jayama.
Page 90.
19.
Yes.
This has been lodged before the officer in charge of Bashishta Police Station by the Assistant Commissioner of Sale Tax, Guwahati, Unit D. I have the honor to submit a first information report against so-and-so, son of Balwan Bhama. He is the director, managing director of Jayama, my lord.
house number so and so, who is the proprietor of Joyma, bearing GST registration number so and so, for having so and so committed the offence of fake bill trading with numerous fictitious non-existing lease and clause, and thus has deliberately entered into a nexus of criminal conspiracy with a malevolent intent to defraud and deprive the state of its legitimate revenue. Now, what is the mode of operandi, my lord? They have narrated. So and so obtain a registration in the name of so and so Jaima Coal Private Limited on 8 January 2018 under the provision of provision of Assam GST Act 2017. Subsequently, Sri Bhama started doing business which appeared to be genuine. However, after conducting of routine scrutiny and surveillance of the registration, the department unearthed that Sri Bhama, in the name of doing permissible business activities, had been indulged in creating a fictitious supply chain.
All right, very well. Now if Mr. Bora,
My lord,
you have filed an affidavit,
my lord,
that affidavit, let us confine our present inquiry to page 8 of your affidavit.
my lord.
You have got this grade G17, number 47.
My lord.
You have appended a tax invoice. And then you also have another, which is also from Bit2 Coal Traders. Now, show us the origin of the coal covered by the e-way bills. Where will we find that?
My lord, I just place your lordship.
Yes.
Well, what has happened in Beltola is a market, open market, my lord. Here the coals are come from Arunachal Pradesh, my lord, and from the Assam also, my lord. Assam, a part of Margarita. It comes, there's an auction, there's a registered.
Where is that? We are not taking your evidence. Where is that assertion in your affidavit?
No, I have not inserted, but.
Then please don't give evidence. Then you will probably have to, disrobe.
No.
You probably have to be put under oath.
Well, what I want to place before your lordship, the origin of the coal, what your lordship is asking.
Origin of the coal, we have to find out from your affidavit what is the origin of the coal, because our order clearly stated that you will no doubt indicate the origin, and you have filed an affidavit pursuant to that. Whatever is in your affidavit is in your affidavit. If you want to give evidence, you are free to come over here and get into the box.
My lord.
But please do not demean your stature as counsel.
Well, definitely, my lord. What the UA bills, what I have been given, my lord, the purchase which have been taken, my lord, from the markets, my lord, that it goes via, my lord, goes entered in the.
Sir, please do confine yourself to your affidavit.
My lord, that I have stated, my lord, this affidavit, the invoices, what I have been annexed, my lord, that is from 8.
Where are your RTI inquiries?
RTI, my lord, I have.
Have you referred to them in any pleadings filed over here?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Where have you referred to
additional affidavit that we have filed, my lord.
Where is that additional affidavit?
My lord, may kindly see the additional affidavit was filed by us. Filed by us on, my lord, 9th March of 2023.
Is there anyone representing the respondent number 14 in court? You are the record. What are those? Those are the documents?
Yes, sir.
Very well. You deposit it with the registry. Yes. Those documents deposited with the registry, they will not be opened without your presence. And later, if we need it, we'll open it.
Yes, sir.
My lord, can you come to page 17? Page 15 first, my lord, the reply.
So they will give you all the documents?
Yes, my lord. We have given to compilation of the details of truck numbers and amount of coal which has been sent to Bangladesh, exported to Bangladesh. My lord, that compilation, if my lord take this compilation.
This is that?
Yes, my lord. If
Yes.
my lord may kindly come to, what is the stand of the private
This you've
respondent?
circulated to everybody?
My lord, we have given,
You can't do it in court and conduct a matter.
because we have just, my lord, I'm
You
sorry.
can't do it in court and you can't take them by surprise like
My
this.
lord, I will supply a copy, my lord. I'm extremely sorry for this. My lord, if my lord may kindly see, to the stand of the private respondent, they have purchased from two farms, my lord. Vaishno Devi and Bittu, my lord.
Show us.
Now, my lord, if my lord come to page 30,
30.
page 33, my lord, 33.
33.
33.
So what are all these details?
These are the details which has
name
been,
of the exporters.
name of the exporter who has exported to Bangladesh by using the away bill of Jaima.
33.
33. Serial number 433.
433. Yes.
My lord may kindly see the away bill which has been utilized for exporting the coal. Now, Bittu coal traders. If I have sold it to someone, what is the question that again I go and export it by purchasing again from Jaima? Now, my lord, this is not only instant, my lord. My lord may kindly see.
No, where? Explain it to us.
My lord may kindly see
Yes.
433
Yes.
on this date 22/12/2021.
The exporter is Bittu coal trader.
The exporter is Bittu coal traders.
Yes.
And by obtaining the away bill of Jaima, he has exported to
How
Bangladesh.
do we know the eBay bill of Jaima?
My lord may kindly see the page number 1.
Page number 1, yes.
Details of coal exported through Gasopara LCS for December 2021 to May 2022 using the away bill of Jaima Private Limited.
Yes.
Now, what is my stand on this, my lord? If I have purchases from Jaima, I have sold it to Jaima. Where is the question, my lord, that I go and again take the away bill from Jaima and export it?
Who has said I have sold it to Jaima?
In their affidavit, my lord. The last affidavit, which you was reading, my lord, in this affidavit, they have said that Jaima has purchased from Bittu and Vaishno Devi. These are the.
Let us see what that allegation is.
My lord, may kindly come to again page number 8, my lord.
Page number 8.
Yes, my lord. Messrs. Bittu Coal Traders.
What is the date? What is the period?
It is 22/3/2021.
22. Where do we, yes. So,
yes, March
Yes.
2021.
yes.
And then, my lord,
So it has got how much coal?
they have purchased 5,000 metric ton.
5,000 metric ton. Yes.
If my lord come to next page,
Yes.
page 9, then again Bittu is selling to Jaima on 26/6/2019. There is 2,000 metric ton. The next page again, my lord, 6,800 metric ton they are selling it, and this is on 17/3/2019.
Yes.
17/3/2019.
Yes.
They have sold it, my lord. Now, the next page, page number 11, is the Vaishno Devi.
Yes.
Now, interestingly, what I want to point out in this page number 11, my lord may kindly see the invoice generated by Vaishno Devi and the email ID. The email ID, if my lord see the below the phone number,
Is Jaimata.
is Jaima. Now, they have purchased 1,000 metric ton.
Yes.
Now, next page, my lord, again, from Vaishno Devi, they have purchased 1,231 metric ton.
10,200.
Sorry, 10,000, my lord, 10,231.
Yes.
Next page, 13,
Very good.
8,000.
They've been buying. So,
They have been buying. What is my stand is this? if I have sold it to you, for Mr. A,
How do you link it?
because my lord, they are using the e-way bill of JIMA. They are using the,
How do you say that they're using the e-way bill of JIMA?
it is the custom reply, my lord. Custom has said, my lord, that this period, there are two important things, my lord, two important dates. One is 11 April 2022, after that, and post pre-11 April 2022, my lord. The trade has been started from December 2021, and all this export was done after December 2021, and the purchase was done prior to December 2021.
Very well.
The purchase was done. Now, if I have already sold it to my colleague, where is the question of that I go and take the e-way bill?
I have 20 mangoes.
My lord.
I have sold 10 to one person.
My lord.
I still have 10 left.
But the question is here, my lord, why, if I have sold it to Mr. X e-way bill will be utilized to transfer the coal of Mr. X, not mine.
So show us, where does Mr. X use your e-way bill or you use Mr. X's e-way bill?
My lord, may I kindly again come to page number 1 of the compilation.
Yes.
Details of the coal exported from Gasopara LCS from December 2021
Yes.
to May 2022 using e-way bill of JIMA.
Now come to page 33.
Yes, my lord.
Come to entry number 433.
Yes, my lord.
Show us the relevant e-way bill.
No, this is the detail, my lord. In the heading they have given. This is the number of the e-way bill, my lord.
What is the number of the e-way bill?
651536.
Where is that?
Just after.
651536.
Yes. And this e-way bill is in the name of JIMA.
Show us.
Here, my lord, in page number 1, they are saying that all this export has been done by using the e-way
This
bill.
document has been prepared by whom?
Custom, my lord. From the RTA.
This has been prepared by customs. They
Yes,
have given this to you.
Yes, my lord.
Even the heading is their writing.
Yes,
Nothing
nothing.
of coal export
Yes.
to Gasopara.
Yes. It's all there, my lord. We just print it out, my lord. My lord, that can be verified from the custom department also.
Is the customs represented?
Yes.
Customs is not a party, my lord, in this matter. But I can seek instruction from them, my lord, if any queries.
No. Who are you appearing for?
In this matter, I'm appearing for coal controller, my lord.
No, we'll make the customs party and then we'll ask them for this because we've got to go to the bottom of this. Now we realize what is happening and the state is completely, we'll hear it on a day-to-day basis and suspend everything else if necessary.
If my lord see page 15 of annexure 3 of
No,
my
we'll do it in a proper way, otherwise they will look for a chance to derail.
My lord, may I just pray one thing, my lord? My lord, the petitioner has given an allegations, we are giving a counter allegation.
All right. We are lecture, we'll listen to whenever we are minded to next time. The petitioner refers to an affidavit filed by Yudhishthira, Yodhisthira, Baba, on who's the advocate who's done this?
Advocate is LDN. Thank you.
Who is this LDN? Thank you. Is he present?
She's present.
You are that. Madam, do you know verification has to carry a date? Why is there no date? What apologies? Are you also part of the conspiracy? verified on an undated day of April 2023, upon being identified by reckless advocate by the name of LDN, thank you. Where is this Yudhishthira Bhama? Is he present in court? Get into the box. Ask someone to come and administer oath to him. Administer oath to him. What are you writing down? Administer oath to him. Give your name. Please give your father's name. Give your address, age. Please ask him whether he will depose and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please ask him that. Now there is an affidavit which has been filed in your name. When did you affirm this affidavit?
Fourth was the obligation, I affirmed it on 3rd.
You affirmed it on 3rd. Very well. Please record that as part of proceedings. Thank you. We only want the affidavit of affirmation. At the end of it, he will make out a deposition where you will say you signed it on 3rd and you have to sign at the end of that. Very well. Shameful. However junior you may be. And we take you in this case to be part of the conspiracy that he may be involved in. Yes. You can go back. Since Yudhishthira Bhama is in court, he has been examined under oath, and he has indicated that the relevant affidavit was affirmed on April 3, 2023. Full stop. The relevant deposition of Yudhishthira Bhama in such regard is appended as a part of this order. Full stop. Just so that he is not delayed. First, show the deposition part of it, show it to me, get it signed by him. Thereafter, the rest of the order can come. Paragraph. In such affidavit, copies of certain tax invoices have been appended, indicating that the respondent number 14, on whose behalf the said affidavit has been filed, obtained coal, inter alia, from Bittu coal traders and Vaishno Devi Traders Private Limited, which, in turn, was exported to Bangladesh, apparently through the Gasuapada Customs Control. Paragraph. The petitioner has obtained, pursuant to queries raised under the Right to Information Act 2005, from the customs authorities, indicating, inter alia, that on several days beginning December 14, 2021, coal export was carried through the Gasopada LCS using e-way bills of Messrs. Jaima Private Limited, the 14th respondent herein. Full stop. Such export, according to the documents, were effected between December 2021 and May 2022. Full stop. Paragraph. Apart from the fact that the affidavit filed on behalf of the respondent number 14 was pursuant to an order dated March 29, 2023, which required, in effect, the origin of the coal to be indicated, it is submitted on behalf of the petitioner that Jaima Traders Jaima Coal Private Limited, Bittu Coal Traders and Vaishno Devi Traders Private Limited are owned and controlled by the same person or members of the family of the same person. Full stop. Indeed, the email ID of Vaishno Devi Traders Private Limited is all lowercase jaima81@gmail.com. Full stop. Further, the state of Assam has filed an affidavit through its Director General of Police from which it appears that a first information report has been lodged on February 8, 2022 by an Assistant Commissioner of State Tax against Yudhishthira Bhama of Jaima Coal Company Private Limited with the allegation that open quote, after conduct of routine scrutiny and surveillance of the registration, comma, the department could Bhama in the name of doing permissible business activities, comma, had been indulging in creating a fictitious supply chain through generation of fake tax invoices and e-way bills, e-way bills, full stop, close quote. The FIR went on to indicate that the investigation conducted by the relevant department of the state of Assam has revealed that although the person named in the complaint, open quote, has sold coal for an amount of rupees 41.21 crores, having tax involvement of rupees 52.80 lakhs, but there were no records of purchase full stop. Paragraph. The object of the present petition, comma, filed in public interest, comma, is to demonstrate the apparent complicity of the state government with the illegal miners of coal in the state and those involved in the illegal transportation of the illegally mined coal. Full stop. Since or about the year, paragraph, since or about the year 2016, comma, no, from or about the year 2016, comma, not since, there could have been no mining of coal in this state, since it is the state government's consistent stand that no license has yet been issued for undertaking scientific mining of coal, and, comma, by 2016, comma, orders of the National Green Tribunal, comma, as affirmed by the Supreme Court, comma, were already in place, completely banning the extraction of coal in the state of Meghalaya except in accordance with law. Full stop. Paragraph. Upon the matter of the rampant illegal mining of coal in the state, coming to the notice of this court in 2022, comma, so motu proceedings were instituted, full stop. There are several other matters pertaining to the illegal transportation of coal, comma, the failure on the part of the state government to check overloaded vehicles and the like, all of which point to the state government being a party to the illegal mining and transportation of the coal in flagrant disregard of orders passed by the Supreme Court, no less. Full stop. The Malays has not been arrested, and it has prompted this court, in the suo motu proceedings, to ascertain whether some central armed police force may be engaged to undertake the checking activities. Full stop. There may not be any illegal mining if there is no transportation of such coal, and illegal transportation can be checked by police on roads and easily arrested if there was the right intent on the part of the state. Full stop. Paragraph. It appears that several persons have sought to take advantage of the fact that the previously illegally mined coal had been dumped in many places with directions issued by the Supreme Court for its disposal. Full stop. Till such time that orders were made in the suo motu proceedings instituted in the year 2022, the state had taken no steps to ensure that the previously illegally mined coal till the year 2016 was disposed of. Full stop. As a result, fresh coal continued to be illegally mined and dumped, in open public view, with the state claiming that such coal may have been a part of the previously illegally mined coal. Full stop. Paragraph. Mining operations continued in open view and may be still continuing, with the state ignoring orders of this court and orders already in place from the year 2016. Full stop. Though the previously illegally mined coal has now been directed to be sold through auction in the presence of Coal India Limited by a retired judge appointed for such purpose by this court, the quantum of coal available appears to be much more than available in 2016. Full stop. Paragraph. A new method appears to have been put in place where a lot of coal is exported through Gaswapada, with such coal being apparently obtained from outside the state. stop. The object of the exercise in the present petition is to demonstrate that most of the coal recently exported through the Gaswapara LCS has only been coal that has been illegally mined in this state with forged documents showing that such coal has been brought in from elsewhere. Full stop. The petitioner claims that the respondent number 14 has no document to show the origin of the coal that it was in possession of in April 2021 when it sought permission to export the same through the Gaswapara LCS. Full stop. Directions issued by the court for the respondent number 14 to file its affidavit in such regard has resulted in documents of Vaishno Devi, documents of Bittu Coal Traders and Vaishno Devi Traders Private Limited being relied upon, despite it being obvious that Bittu Traders, Vaishno Devi Traders and Jayamata Coal, Vaishno Devi Traders full name, Vishnu Bittu full name, Jayamata Coal Private Limited are, in effect, one and the same entity, as they are controlled by the same mind, same human mind. Full stop.
My lord.
Paragraph. The petitioner complains that queries raised with the state departments under the right to information, under the said Act of 2005, have fallen on deaf ears despite appeals being carried. Full stop. The circumstances are such that an adverse inference may rightly be drawn by the court that the state is averse to the truth coming out and has sought to filibuster the attempt by the petitioner to demonstrate that most of the coal exported through the Gaswapara LCS has been the illegally mined coal in this state and not coal emanating from any outside state. Full stop. Paragraph. Learned Additional Advocate General appearing for the state submits that as far as this state is concerned, it only looks at an e-way bill or invoice which is produced by the would-be exporter to indicate the source from which the would-be exporter obtained the coal. Full stop. According to the state, it has no duty at all to ascertain the origin of the coal once an apparent valid invoice is presented. Full stop. Paragraph. in the light of repeated orders of this court to the effect that Supreme Court orders were being violated by the state not arresting the illegal mining of coal, the state ought to have been more alive to the fact that internally mined coal may be attempted to be exported by seeking to claim that such coal had been obtained from elsewhere. Full stop. However, if the state itself is involved in the process, which appears to be more than possible, then the state would hide behind the specious excuse now proffered that it allows transactions by looking at the documents produced without seeking to ascertain the veracity thereof. Full stop. On the other hand, the state of Assam has expressed its doubts as to the genuineness of the business conducted by the respondent number 14 and whatever steps may or may not have been taken pursuant thereto, at least a nominal FIR has been lodged. Full stop. Not even so much appears to have been done by the state of Meghalaya in the matter of arresting the illegal mining of coal in this state. Full stop. Paragraph. The petitioner has relied on a bunch of papers which, according to the petitioner, is a chart prepared on the basis of documents supplied by the customs authorities pursuant to the RTI queries raised by the petitioner. Full stop. The primary reply in such regard appears at, which page is it?
Page 15, Annexure 3.
Of your affidavit.
Yes, my lord.
Which is filed on 9th March.
9th March.
Page
15, Annexure 3.
What did I say? The primary? Page 15 of the petitioner's affidavit filed on March 9, 2023, which is a copy of a letter dated September 23, 2022, by which information was forwarded by the Office of the Superintendent, Gaswapara and LCS, to advocate for the petitioner. Full stop. Paragraph. It is also recorded that it is submitted on behalf of the respondent number 14 that considering the large quantities of coal referred to in the order dated March 29, 2023, the invoices and other documents pertaining to the acquisition of the coal by the respondent number 14 run into several thousands of documents. Full stop. How many boxes are there?
3 boxes, my lord.
Four. Hard paper cartons, set to contain such papers, have been carried to court. Full stop. Such cartons will be deposited with the officer, with the courtmaster of this court, for them to be made over to the Registrar General for their safe custody. Full stop. The boxes will be opened to inspect the contents thereof. In course of further court proceedings and in the presence of advocate on record of the respondent number 14. Full stop. Paragraph. The detailed chart prepared by the petitioner in a spiral bound form of a paper book has been made available to both the state and to the respondent number 14.
No, we'll give it, my lord.
Has been made available to the state today. Full stop. The same set, a similar set, will be made available to advocate for the respondent number 14 in course of the day.
My lord, I will do it, my lord.
Full stop. Paragraph. It is necessary that the customs authorities, represented by the Superintendent of Customs, Gasopara LCS, be added as a party for the purpose of confirmation of for the purpose of confirming the validity of the material relied upon by the petitioner, which apparently emanated from the relevant office of the superintendent. Full stop. Paragraph. It will be open to the respondent number 14 to file a further affidavit, if necessary, to indicate the source of the vast quantities of coal as noticed in the order dated March 29, 2023. Full stop. It would not do for the respondent number 14 to merely cite another trader from which the coal was obtained, since the large amounts of coal then in the possession of the respondent number 14 in 2021 would have come from some specific mines, and it is such mines or the source of the coal which ought to be indicated. Full stop. Paragraph. Dr. Mozika, learned DSGI says that he will obtain instructions from the Superintendent of Customs, Gasopara LCS, full stop. Accordingly, it will be open to Dr. Mozika to obtain, or Dr. Mozika, who is already appearing for Coal India Limited in the present proceedings,
Coal controller.
Coal controller, in the present proceedings, to forward copies of all papers pertaining to the present proceedings to the relevant superintendent of customs, so that his presence and active participation in the matter is possible. Full stop. The matter will appear on April. Today is a Tuesday. Next Tuesday is 23. We do it on 24th, brother.
April is there.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, that's me. On April 25, 2023.
My lord, 25th, my lord.
Yes, yes, sir.
May I please, Your Lordship? My lord, for respondent number 3, Lordship may also direct the authorities to give us the copy, my lord. The report, what has been spiral binding they have
If
given.
you have an advocate on record, ask him to obtain a copy from the petitioner's advocate.
Yes.
Because if you are serious, this will add to all the fuel in your FIR. What do we say about the state,
page 97 of the affidavit.
What do we say about the state, Mr. Khan?
Page 97 of the affidavit we have indicated, my lord.
Yes, very good. And please be there next time to assist
My
us.
colleague-
Please be there next time to assist us. When we look for you, you were not there. Yes, Mr. Khan.
My lord, I was a little bit sorry. I'm sorry, my lord.
That's all right.
I'll
Lordship, on 17 March 2023, when you filed an affidavit, if you can just read one part, Your Lordship, just to assess the court, we had made a statement that for the sake of clarity, the department, that means Mining and Geology Department, shall verify and reconcile all relevant records at checkpoint, together with land customs station check gates, once again for preparing the final report.
So, what have you done thus far? What have you done thus far?
Lordship, we were still in a process and we seek the leave of the court to kindly grant, once the inquiry, we get the details from the custom, we are going to file an affidavit. So that we have made only in 17 months.
Your officials are not babes in the wood.
Yeah, absolutely, Lordship.
That they don't know.
Yeah, Lordship.
When coal comes, you give them permission.
Absolutely, Lordship.
God bless you. Export as much coal as you want, because the state will earn revenue.
Lordship, this was my first submission.
But you got to ascertain where does it come from.
Absolutely correct, Lordship.
In the atmosphere where there are serious charges of rampant illegal mining in your state,
Absolutely, Lordship.
then you would be even more careful.
Absolutely. Lordship, my second submission was, we don't, in fact, not part of this record, but the other main case, Lordship, subject to my instruction being correct, because as a matter of record, we had already formed a special court under the Mining and Geology Department. A special court has been formed dealing with illegal mining of the coal, Lordship. There's been a number of arrests made. So that part of the observation, Lordship, the state is taking care.
And in the meantime, you let the coal slip.
No, Lordship, can you appreciate that is first step? First step that what is foreign from the court is this state is a party to it, Lordship. We have to justify. It's not that it's unfounded. The observation of the court has got solid basis for that. But so far state is concerned, Lordship, we have set the law into motion.
Every time is after the horse is bolted.
Absolutely, Lordship. But that is exactly what...
And that is the consistent record of the state over here. Every time, everywhere we try and get it, after the horse is bolted, you wake up.
Lordship, apology for that. Like maybe we wake up late. But so far checking is concerned, Lordship, the court is our place. Numbers of errors has been made.
We will get to the bottom of this.
Lordship, at least an observation we made because
yes, there are other authorities where you can get them. And completely set it aside.
No, Lordship, absolutely.
Like your border dispute pattern.
Lordship, kindly allow me to just draw an analogy. We have case of rampant rape, POXO cases. Nobody will deny it, Lordship, that what is state doing. But the fact of the matter remains whether POXO court is there, whether PP is there, whether investigation is there, and the law is set into motion.
Mr. Khan, we are happy that you are in the matter now, at least in one of the matters, where we hope that some redeeming feature we will see from the state.
Lordship, at this stage, Lordship, the onus is on the state right now that what are we doing? We perfectly agree with the court. But once we have set that into the motion, Lordship, then Lordship will kindly
over here, everything over here appears and prima facie. Nothing over here is conclusive.
Lordship, that is
all of them are pointing towards some. You will show some redeeming feature. Next time we'll correct ourselves.
Lordship, at least so far, checking the illegal transportation or illegal extraction, that the laws, we have set the law into motion, the courts are in place, and Your Lordship will kindly appreciate that once in that feature, are there serious irregularity comes?
No. You may have done post, but we are looking at your conduct in conniving with the transporters in passing it off. You may have, let us say from 2023, you may have, in 2023 may have checked it.
Absolutely.
This has nothing to do with what you've done now to arrest.
Absolutely.
This has only to do with your past conduct.
Absolutely.
Because that is also culpable.
Lordship, that is culpable, and we didn't have the remedial measure, we didn't have the system in place. Now, I was just drawing the analogy, Lordship, if crime is happening, nobody is denying it. But the onus of state is only to the regulator.
Very well. The state submits that some systems have now been put in place where
Special courts have been constituted.
illegal mining and illegal transportation of coal within the state may not be possible. Full stop. Such matters would be considered in the appropriate proceedings, semicolon. But even if it be assumed that some measures have now been put in place, that would not exonerate the state or lead to any inference that prior to such systems being put in place, the state may not have been complicit in helping the illegally mined coal in the state being exported to Bangladesh full stop. So we keep it confined to the past.
Much obliged.
Item number 3.
Please, Your Lordship.
Petitioner, you are the petitioner.
Yes, ma'am.
Since the petitioner says that the affidavit in opposition has only been recently received, to stand over for a fortnight. Rejoinder, if any, may be filed in the meantime.
I'll oblige, ma'am.
Item number 4.
You can take it along with this.
Maybe, please, Your Lordship. State has filed a affidavit in opposition, so I'd like to give rejoinder to that.
We have filed on 6th, Lordship.
Yes, reply, it should have been filed now. Since the petitioners seek some more time to file their affidavit in reply, let the matter appear 3 weeks hence. The affidavit in reply be filed within the next 10 days.
In the meantime, Your Lordship, I pray that 2 documents, relevant document, I may be allowed to file. I'll file 2 relevant documents which has come to us.
Very well. Since the petitioner seeks specific leave to file 2 documents that had not been previously disclosed, leave is given in such regard, with the caveat that the relevance will be considered at the final hearing and an opportunity may be afforded to the state to deal with the same.
Deeply honest, deeply honest.
Item number 5.
In this case, Your Lordship, the Board of Directors, medical report has come. Your Lordship, last time, in fact, the state supposed to.
Yes, Mr. July.
May it pleases Your Lordship. Lordship,
Yes.
in fact, I've gone through the report. I do not see anything, Your Lordship, to help the appellant in this case, Your Lordship. If Lordship, I kindly have the report, Your Lordship.
Where will we find the report?
Lordship, this has been.
On 3rd March, we have filed it, Your Lordship.
Address to Manta.
3rd March?
3rd March, we have filed.
You have filed an affidavit.
Yes.
Okay. We've got that. We've got the Negram's thing.
Yes,
The conclusion is this. Conscious, alert and Contempt.
Yes.
Psychodiagnosis has revealed no active psychopathology. So he is in a position to pursue the appeal now.
Yes, Lordship, for sure.
So you're for the appellant.
Appellant.
And what is the ground that you take?
I took Your Lordship that at the time of trial, Your Lordship, he was not in a sound mind, and this in fact corroborates the finding that since he is under medication now, that shows that yes, the insanity was there, Your Lordship. And to the effect, Your Lordship may see the order dated 23/2019 of the record, Your Lordship, if Lordship is pleased to see. And that order I have filed in my petition, Your Lordship, Miscase 67.
In your petition you filed it?
Yes, in Miscase 67 of
So which is
2022.
page number? Page?
The page 4. Last but one paragraph, Your Lordship, towards the bottom. Order 23/19. Before resuming evidence in this case, the mental status of the accused is required to be ascertained from psychiatrist, Your Lordship. The superintendent of Tura Jail is hereby directed to send the accused to a psychiatrist at Tura Civil Hospital for checkup and examination of mental status of the accused immediately and to submit report to this court on the next day. Then, Your Lordship, page 5, it has come. Seen report of so-and-so, next paragraph. Seen also the region referred by Srimati so-and-so Sira, clinical psychologist to us. It is not a psychiatrist, Your Lordship. Basing on this report, evidence has come. Because why? Your Lordship will see this is a clinical psychologist. In fact, no psychiatrist has examined. Then, page 6, Your Lordship. 3/4/2019, seen the medical report of Taramia so-and-so, clinical psychologist to a civil, that is enclosed with a clinical finding, and from which was found no presence of cognitive impairment and mental illness, and that he has the ability to reason out and understand abstract concept, including morality, and also has the ability to analyze the consequences of an action, and that he has low impulse control, all showing he is fit to face trial. Your Lordship, but this is a clinical psychologist, not psychiatrist. Report.
That's all right.
On the basis that evidence started going on, Your Lordship.
Yes, pursue your appeal on merits.
Yes, Lordship.
Because the Negram's thing is that he can face it now. What did he do?
What did he do? There was a quarrel going on between the neighbors. his mother and his brother was present, quarreling with
His mother and his brother were quarreling.
no, they are quarreling with their neighbor who is the deceased is the son-in-law of the house. And this man, the victim, victim he was stabbed, alleged that he was stabbed by this accused. In fact, the accused arrived later. That's the case. So my contention, it comes, Your Lordship, why I asked the medical board to examine. Maybe there's a conspiracy between both the family. Since he's insane, better trap him. Later,
No one says he's insane.
no.
No one says he's insane.
No,
Only
the
you are
mother
saying he's insane.
the
No one
mother
says he's
said,
insane.
since the mother said, then the court asks, mother has given the prescription, then the court asks to be examined by the psychiatrist. That's what happened, Your Lordship.
That's all right. Psychologists, psychiatrists are, in fact, a clinical psychologist is much better than a psychiatrist. Clinical psychologist is much better. Is a wider,
Questions and answer.
wider. The examination conducted is much wider than a psychiatrist. Yes.
Because in my respective submissions, psychological things, they are the degree holders, like graduate or master degree holders, but psychiatrist is a doctor, Your Lordship.
We accept that.
And if Your Lordship please to accept that.
Medical board, over here there is a medical board. In the medical board, if you see, there is a head of the department of psychiatry, there is a clinical psychologist.
Yes.
So therefore, if a clinical psychologist had seen her before, seen the Negram's board, is a doctor, one is a resident doctor, another is a resident doctor, the third is the clinical psychologist, and the fourth is the head of the department of psychiatry.
Psychiatrist.
So therefore, clinical psychologist is also included over here. Clinical psychologist had assessed before, and he was found to be fit to stand trial. We'll go into the merits of the matter and then we'll see if he is unfit or otherwise. But
so the order sheet shows, therefore I just brought Your Lordship to the order sheet. There is one limb of my submission, Your Lordship. Now, if Your Lordship comes to the FIR,
yes,
that is at page 1. This is a handwritten. The type I have given at page 2. Your Lordship.
302 only.
Yes.
Show us, before we do anything,
Yes.
show us any 164 statement from him.
No 164.
No
nothing.
164 statement from him. Any 161?
161 statement there.
There
The
is.
wife and the sister.
No, not from him, naturally, there is no 161.
No. But the surprising part, the mother of this convict and his brother were never examined.
They were
Never examined nor brought in the evidence.
We'll look at that. Straight away, just to assess the thing, show us the 313.
313. Yes, Lordship. 313 at page 30, Your Lordship.
13.
No, 30. And Your Lordship will see that the questions put, all are composite questions, Your Lordship. If I'm permitted to read, Your Lordship, from that.
See, a person of unsound mind will never refer to himself as being unsound mind.
She'll not ever.
Come to page 31. Look at the response to question 3. But as I was very young that time and of unsound mind, If he is good enough to realize he was of unsound mind, then he couldn't have been of unsound mind.
No, that what happened, Your Lordship, that schizophrenia people, Your Lordship, what happened, I had a discussion with some of the psychiatrists. Schizophrenia people, this symptoms are there, Your Lordship.
Schizophrenia is a medical thing.
Yes.
And there is no opinion of schizophrenia over here. Schizophrenia is like bipolar.
Yes.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes.
You know, during the daytime you become something, during night time you become something, like a werewolf. You're an ordinary human being and then in the night you become a wolf.
Then
so
you attack the most dear one. That's what happens.
Schizophrenic is two personalities, completely different personalities in the same person. And they are triggered off by certain incidents, certain sparks to the emotion or whatever else it is. There is no report.
What they does, they don't remember even.
There is no report. It's like somnambular, like sleepwalking. If you sleepwalk, you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
And that's why they say don't wake up sleepwalkers while they are walking.
Yes.
Once they come back, so, but there is no report, so we can't accept that he is schizophrenic because there is no report that he is schizophrenic. At any rate, he was not schizophrenic, found schizophrenic. When the trial court wanted him to be examined, pursuant to your request, we also sent it to Negrams. It does not appear that he is schizophrenic. So, therefore, these appear to be ploys to just derail the inevitable. He is a 302 convict, had very little answers to the 313. You've been engaged by him or by the Legal Services Authority?
No, I am engaged by legal services.
By the Legal Services Authority. And in the trial court, again, Legal Services Authority represented him?
Yes, they also
Legal Aid Council represented him. That is slightly disturbing.
No, that's also, I want to come to that. Some part, it was really disturbing that somewhere left, cross also, so many things were there, Your Lordship. In fact,
no, in one of the matters that we discovered that he was of unsound mind, there was a report that he was unsound mind. Still then, the court went in, district council court, obtained a confession, and the Legal Aid Council representing the convict agreed that he will be convicted on the basis of only his unsubstantiated confession.
May I pray Your Lordship, if Lordship recommended me, because in fact I was saying that state will come with something with regard to that. So,
when, tell us?
Next week, anything, Your Lordship.
Very well. The state submits that pursuant to the report filed by Negrams, there does not appear to be anything wrong with the appellant, full stop, paragraph. The matter will be taken up on merits. Full stop, let it appear a weekends, as requested on behalf of the appellant. Yes.
Much.
Obliged.
Item number 6.
Please, Lordship. Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, as per the order dated 16/3, the state was directed to find out the period spent by the appellant herein in custody. For the purpose of considering a setup,
Yes.
which was not done in the sentence, Lordship. So total number of days is 80, Lordship.
Total number of days is
80.
80.
80.
What is the largest term that can be, that he can get?
The
80 at the time of sentence being passed.
The total number of period he has spent in the custody.
prior to bail. That was prior to bail, Lordship.
Yeah, prior to bail. So
80 days.
he'll get benefit of the 80, that will be written off from his thing. But how much has he been sentenced for?
10 years.
He's been sentenced for the
10
minimum,
years.
minimum punishment of 10 years.
So the only benefit you will get is that
That's the 80 days.
80 days out of the 10 years.
Yeah, my lord, another aspect was there where now the survivor and the accused appellant, my lord, are married and they're having 2 children, in fact, lordship, now. So that is also an aspect that is there. But
That's an aspect we can consider when there's any discretion with us.
lordship,
When the punishment provided in the statute is 10 years minimum,
lordship.
up to something, we can come up to the minimum, but we can't go below the minimum.
Perhaps under 482, otherwise, lordship may, under 482 post-conviction, lordship may, if the,
No, we are not minded too much. This is a,
because now, my lord, they are having 2 children and staying, the survivor staying in the house of the appellant itself, in Garo Hills, lordship, and these are from the Muslim community. So that aspect is there. Of course, that is up to your lordships, my lord.
and how many years already has he served out?
No, the judgment of conviction is only of last year, lordship. So
Last year.
April last year.
Does the state government have any authority for remission? No.
No, Lordship.
No, because this is neither a life term nor it's not covered by 54 or 55 of the penal code.
Only if your lordships are pleased to examine the survivor herself, and in that case, if lordship sees that they are living happily as of now,
You
then
know
under
what will
482,
happen,
perhaps.
actually experience shows us that till such time he's dangling in court, he will use the survivors.
No, my lord, that is not the.
After that, he will throw her like a used article.
I don't want to comment, but in this case, my lord, I am submitting that that is not the.
At the date of occurrence, Lordship, the victim was 8 years old, Lordship. 8 years old.
There can
has-
be no excuse.
From the main list, item number 1.
Please, Lordship. Lordship, the respondent consul, his flight has got delayed, Your Lordship.
Sorry?
The respondent consul, Mr. Chowdhury, his flight got cancelled, Your Lordship.
Flight got cancelled?
Yes, Lordship.
Flight to where?
From Kolkata to Guwahati. They were supposed to come yesterday, Your Lordship. It got cancelled. So I pray that, Lordship, perhaps this matter can be taken next week, Lordship.
Since it is submitted that counsel representing the respondent, but he could have appeared anywhere from thing.
They wanted to appear physically, Lordship.
He could have appeared virtually. There, Mr. Junjunwala is there. He is good enough.
It was, my lord, once we reached the airport, we found that the flight got cancelled, and we tried to take the next flight also at which was at 7:20.
Why was it cancelled?
My lord?
Why was it cancelled?
Pilot strike. It was Airlines Airways. The pilot went on for strike, and that's the reason it got cancelled.
Since counsel representing the respondent cannot be present due to the sudden cancellation of the flight due to a flash strike by the relevant pilots, let the matter stand over for a fortnight.
Lordship, if it can come up on the 19 and 20, Lordship, next week.
My lord, I was beseeching if it can be put any day after 18th or 19th, my lord.
Very well. A fortnight will take it beyond that. So in the week,
my lord,
in the week of 22nd.
Duty of pleasure.
22nd.
Sorry, in the week of 18th or 9th. In the week of 24th.
24. Okay, Lordship.
24.
Yes.
24.
Yes, call on the next one, please.
Item number 2.
My lord, this case relates to the Union Lake, my lord. My lord, we were supposed to file a detailed affidavit, but we could not, my lord. In fact, the state government has taken several steps, my lord, and they are even in the process of preparing a draft guidelines for protection and conservation of water bodies, and also guidelines pertaining to constructions near the water bodies, my lord. So I'm praying, my lord, if the matter can come up somewhere in the month of June, my lord, so that we can put in a detailed affidavit along with the draft guidelines, my lord, which the state government is contemplating.
But the status quo as to construction and things will continue.
No, my lord, the status quo will continue, my lord, and the expert committee body also has now been reconstituted, including the expert in aquatic life, my lord, from the district councils also. So that status quo will continue.
It is submitted by the state that model guidelines for maintaining the sanctity of the water bodies are being drafted together with guidelines pertaining to license or permission being granted to construct near
water bodies.
Such water bodies. Full stop. Paragraph. The state also informs the court that aquatic experts have also been inducted into the special committee.
Expert committee.
Into the expert committee for considering such matters. Full stop. Paragraph. Accordingly, at the request of the state, let the matter appear 6 weeks hence. Full stop. The state assures the court that no construction will be allowed to come up or be continued or commenced near any of the water bodies, particularly the Umiam Lake, before the matter is next taken up and the guidelines on both maintenance of water bodies and permission to make construction near such water bodies are finalized.
Yes, ma'am. However, your lordship, the reserve at the breeze, they are contemplating to make it, I believe, your lordship.
To make it?
The reservoir, sideway or somewhere, they want to make it. They are making the plan there.
That's on welcome. But every time I go through that bridge, I'm scared that I don't fall in the water. Yes.
Much. Right.
Item number 3.
What is this about, Dr. Mahanta?
Well, this is the NDPS criminal appeal. We have come against acquittal, my lord. We have come against the acquittal by the trial court. And second respondent, my lord, the second accused, he took the plea of juvenility, my lord, at the appellate stage. And they produced a certificate, my lord. Upon verification, it was revealed that...
somewhere in Murshidabad. Yes.
So, lordships have given them one more opportunity to substantiate.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordship, the birth certificate that was issued, it was in the year of 1992. So the respondent, he went to the concerned department several times, but they requested him to give them some more time because it's very old document, so they have to, it will take time to find out.
Some further time is sought on behalf of the second respondent.
Yes, your lordship.
Let the matter appear 3 weeks hence, full stop. Though the previous order of March 16, 2023 had indicated that the relevant respondent would not be accommodated any further, this adjournment is permitted by way of abundant caution, full stop, paragraph, no further adjournment should be sought on behalf of the respondents. Yes.
Item number 4.
Wait, please, your lordship. Lordship, this is that matter, my lord, where the under trial UTP has been in jail for the past almost 5 years, my lord. And this is essentially the, we have before your lordship following the rejection of his bail by the Lalit's Special Court, my lord.
Yes, this is continued and we've adjourned this matter from time to time.
Yes, your lordship.
Last time it was adjourned was in December. It's now come up after 4 months.
My lord, the trial is proceeding, my lord.
No, proceeding? How is it proceeding?
Well, only so far, my lord, 34 witnesses have been examined.
They said about 50 witnesses were going to be.
But there were about 70 witnesses were indicated, my lord, and it was they decided that the witness list will be pruned, my lord.
Pruned down to 28?
No, my lord, it will be pruned down to something around 50, my lord.
Last order says, and 28 of the 70 witnesses.
My lord.
How many days more?
As of now, 34 witnesses have been examined. That's what I was. 34, my lord. Some more witnesses are there, my lord. The witnesses examination is delayed because many of the witnesses are from Manipur and on one pretext or other.
It is submitted by the.
Lordship, may I?
Yes.
Well, on the last occasion, my lord, your lordship
Some
had
conditions
indicated.
he can be let off now. So how long has he been arrested now?
My lord, he was arrested on
May 2018.
My lord, he was arrested in 14th of May 2018.
2018, 5 years is already gone. What is the maximum punishment he can suffer?
For one of the offences, my lord, it's life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment?
Yes.
Life imprisonment, if it means 14 years, he's already spent a third.
Lordship, give one more. I'll have instruction.
No. We told you. You make him wear a censor or whatever, but let him go. 5 years. If at the end of it he is, let us say, he is acquitted, how will you return the 5 years to him?
But what it appears, well, he is one of the prime accused in this matter. This is a case of kidnapping for ransom.
Yes, we know, and you have triangularized and found out that his presence was there. He was also apparently involved in the ransom money being collected. He was with the wife of the...
some other accused.
Yes, some other accused. So we remember the facts, that there's no difficulty. So we take it that he is guilty. But what do we do if ultimately, for want of evidence, he is acquitted? How do we return the years of jail to him?
But may I pray for next week, my lord? In the meantime, I'll have a complete...
Which court?
Special NIA court.
Well, the trial is proceeding right honest. That is something which I have to concede. But then, my lord, many a times witnesses do not turn up, my lord, for which I cannot be held responsible, my lord.
Yes, but sometimes those are difficulties which are there.
My lord has already indicated in the last order, my lord, if the trial do not complete, then he can be let off on bail with any...
Is there any place that you want to go?
No, my lord.
Is there any place you want to go to? We can ask them that they will supervise anywhere that you want to go to. At least we will give you that liberty. You will not be released right now on bail. You will remain, but if you want to, let's say, go and visit your father, or if you want a conjugal visit with your wife, we will allow that. Just consider it and come back. If there are things like this you want to do, we will accommodate you. You will still be under arrest, but...
My lord, what if I follow your lordship correctly, my lord, is it that your lordship will allow him to go for a certain period of time?
No, not for a certain period of time. For very limited duration. For limited duration. If you want to meet your parents, for instance, we'll give you an entire evening where under supervision they will escort you. Their people will be around and you will meet and come. But the date they will not divulge from before. And if you are interested in exercising your conjugal rights, then we can arrange for them to ask your partner, if you have a partner at all. If you have a willing partner, we can ask them to arrange for something.
Well, if your lordship could consider the bail application, my lord.
Yes, we are giving you some relief.
I understand.
Considering that, because we are aware of the material against you, and we are also live to the fact that even with this material, it is possible that the witnesses are scared and don't say anything against you.
You know, lordship, there are protected witnesses who have already been examined. In fact, my lordship, I would submit with all humility, my lord. Insofar as the witnesses who have been examined so far, my lord, nothing concrete has come out against even this accused person.
You show us the evidence that the evidence against you is flimsy.
We can do that, my lord. Can we have it fixed next week, my lord?
The evidence against you is flimsy. We'll consider that, because you're only there as an accomplice.
Yes.
Not the mastermind. The mastermind is somebody else.
This is a part of the gang, my lord. Active conniver.
Very well. It is submitted on behalf of the National Investigation Agency that the trial will still take some more time, and the matter should be adjourned for at least 2 months. Full stop, paragraph. The petitioner says that, the appellant submits that even though several witnesses have been examined till date, there is almost nothing of substance which has been asserted against the appellant herein. Full stop. paragraph the matter will appear a fortnight hence, for the court to consider that even if full-fledged bail may not be granted to the appellant, whether some casual visits upon being escorted may be permitted, including, if the appellant so pleases, a request to meet any near or dear one. Full stop. Give a date about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yes. Paragraph. In the meantime, the trial court must continue with the trial in right earnest. Full stop. Yes.